Hello guys, welcome to C4C Code for Change. Let's get started.
Hey guys, in this video we are going to learn about methods in Java. Okay, what is a method? A method is nothing but a group of statements which performs some specific task. And also there is a small difference between a method and function. Generally in functions, that is generally used in C language, and methods, the both perform a task, but the main difference is methods are written in classes. So that's why these are called methods, because these are basically written in the classes. These are generally referred as method, but the function or the these two basically perform the task to get whatever the required action we want. So there are two things which we need to declare or to write method. So these are called header part of the method and body part of the method. So these two are the basically two parts which are included in the method. So in the header part, what we are going to do, we are going to write some public static void or something like that, and a return type and method name, sorry, method name, and some variables in it. So sorry, some parameters in it. Okay. So this is called header part. Okay. This one is header part. And here in the body part, we are going to write like this: some open braces and some statements. So some 2-3 statements, and we are going to close that method. So this is called body part of that method. So this whole thing is called body part of that method. Okay. Now what we are going to see here. So there are some restrictions here. Suppose if we have written, suppose if we want to return something, we will write like this, right? Return X. So here we are going to declare whatever the return type it is, we are going to declare it here. Suppose, say here, suppose I will write like this: return X comma Y. So which is basically an invalid function, invalid statement, because a return statement only returns one value. It doesn't return more than one value. Okay, this is the point which we need to remember here. Now let us see here. So I am going to write a simple program for this method. Now let us check here. Okay, so public class sample is my class. In that I am writing this one, some addition of two numbers I want to do. I want to write the program over here. Okay. Now what I will do, I will declare two variables which are of private and data type double x comma y. So now in that I am going to declare a method called sample. So I am using some local variables double a comma double b. So in that what I am going to do, I am going to initialize x is equals to a and y is equals to b. So this sample method, what it is doing, it is assigning x and y values with a and b values. So the task of this sample method is assigning. Okay. Now what I will do, I will declare this as public. Okay. Now I will write another method, public return type void, and sum is a method. So method. Okay. Now in this what I am going to do, I am going to add z is equals to a plus b. So a plus b. Now I want to print system dot out dot println of z. Okay. So this is one method. Now I am going to declare another method here. Sorry, one is x and y, not a and b, because x and y are instance variable and a and b are local variables. Now I am declaring another method, public void subtraction. In this, z is equals to x minus y system dot out dot println of z. Okay. Now let us, sorry, this one is double. This z variable is of double data type. Now I am going to create a class for this. Okay, I'll just run it. So exception is thread main, because there is no, we have just created a sample class which doesn't contain main functions, so this is a common error. Next I am going to the demo. Next I am going to the another class called demo. In this I am going to run this previous method in this. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to create an object for that previous one, new sample. Okay, now I am initializing these variables 20 comma, suppose let us say suppose 10. Now s dot sum, s dot sum. Now let us run this. Now see here, sum is 30 and subtraction is 20, that is 20 comma 10. 20 plus 10 is 30 and 20 minus 10 is 10. So this is one version of dealing with methods. Now I want to deal, like I want to use a return statement in this sum method. Now how I am going to write, let us see here. So if you want to write a return statement, what I will do here, return z, but here return will return some value that is of some data type. Here we are not specifying that data type. Here we are giving whatever the return data type, we are giving it here. So see here, return z, z is of data type double. So here in the place of return type we are specifying it as double. Okay, now what I will do here, I will just remove this sub method. Now we will just deal with this. So see here, we have created an object for this sample class, and again what we are going to do here, so double r is equals to s dot sum, and now we are going to print that one, system dot out dot println of result r. Now we will execute it. See here, now it is 30. Now let us change these numbers, 6.5. Now we will execute it. You see here, 16.5. So see here, whenever we are okay, so whenever we are calling this s dot sum function, so it is going to come here and it will return z value. So see here, this value is returned and assigned into r value, that is wherever the function is called, that in that place only the value is going to come back, and that value here is going to be stored in the r value, that is r variable. So now we are printing it here. Okay, this is our second version, that is another version of dealing with the methods. Now what I will do here, I will remove this instance variable. Let us change or modify this program and let us see here. I remove this and this sample, I'll just give with this method double x comma double y. Okay, now what I will do here, okay, so this sum method is acting upon the instance variable. Okay, so this instance will act upon the, sorry, this method which is acting on the local variables is called static method. Okay, so this is a method sum which is acting upon these local variables x and y. So this is basically called static method. Now what I will do, let us see here. So I am not doing any changes to this demo class. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Let us remove this again. Now what I will do, I will create a sample class. Sorry, object to the sample class. Okay. Now after that, I am going to create a variable which is going to return that s dot sum method value. Okay, so within that I am going to give 20 and 9.5. Now I'll change it to like this, system dot out dot println r. Okay, now let us run this. Okay, see now here the value is changed to 29.5. So this is called static method. Now there is one advantage of static method. See here, I don't have to deal. So see, I don't have to create an object for the sample class, and again I don't want to specify like this s dot sum. Here I can directly specify like this, sample dot sum. Okay, so I will remove this. So instead of creating an object, I am directly using the class, whatever the class name. So here this is the class name, and here I am using the same class name here. So but there is one condition here. Now let us check here, it will return some error. Why? Because static reference is not there. Okay, so here we need to mention like static. So here we need to mention static. So static should be mentioned before the data type of that, sorry, return type of that method. Okay, so here we have written static and double, that is static should be written before the data type, sorry, return type of that method. Now we will run it. Now see here 29.5. So this is about static method. So once again we will revise it. Static method is nothing but the method which is acting upon these local variables is called static method. So in static method, the method can be called directly by using the class name dot method name instead of object name dot method name. But the sample class, we need to specify static keyword before the return data type. That is the only restriction that is given to the static. Okay, so in the next video we are going to deal about instance method, factory method and array methods. Okay,
Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, hit the like button and also share my video with your friends. For future videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below.